Jurgen Klopp vs Mauricio Pochettino, stars who have played for both managers, and what they thought of them. Jurgen Klopp will face off against Mauricio Pochettino this weekend, with Wembley Stadium being the host to Tottenham against Liverpool. Both managers have coached in England for a few years now, but have honed their craft in German side Borussia Dortmund and La Liga outfit Espanyol respectively. Four stars in particular have played under both bosses at certain points in their career and have experienced the difference in their overall managerial style. We look at what each manager has done for their careers, and whether the star ever expressed a preference over the two great managers. The background: England international Adam Lallana started off at Southampton, joining the club at the age of 12. Lallana played through Saints' fall and rise as he stuck with the South Coast side as they dropped into League One before zooming back up the divisions. Pochettino joined Saints 7 years into Lallana's 8-year professional spell at the club, and he featured in every Premier League game under the Argentine. What they said, Lallana told the BBC back in 2014 after Pochettino had left the club that the Argentine had made a big impact on him during his short stint with Southampton. "Obviously it's disappointing that the manager left, Mauricio," Lallana said. "He had a massive part to play in the season and on me as an individual. I've wished him well at Tottenham. I think he's a great signing for them." Since leaving Saints to join Liverpool, his first-team football has been heavily hampered with injuries, playing just 12 times last campaign. Jurgen Klopp has however been full of praise for the Englishman, picking out his effort on the training pitch. "He is always one of the guys who push the level in training on to the next level because he is always so intense in all the things he is doing. The time will come for him 100%. Any preference?" Seemingly, Lallana has had great relationships with both managers, leaning more on Pochettino in terms of footballing influence. However, his injury-laden spell at Liverpool will have no doubt stifled any relationship growth with the German. The background: like Lallana, Dejan Lovren also made the switch from Southampton to Liverpool, for a fee of £20 million. The Croatian made his name under Pochettino, playing his only season for Saints under the former Argentina international. The 29-year-old played 31 times during the 2013-2014 season and built quite the relationship during his short time with Pochettino. What they said, Lovren said, "I owe him, Pochettino. He helped me develop as both a player and a man. He made me become more focused and concentrated." Despite his rosy period with Pochettino, things began to turn sour after he left the club. Since his big-money move to Liverpool, Lovren has received a large amount of criticism from fans after a series of mistakes for the Reds. Klopp has displayed a strong level of man management, rebuilding the defender's confidence at a time when many Koppites were turning on the Croat. "He's, Klopp, proud of me and what I've achieved," Lovren admitted. "He knows what I went through. He's a good man. Even in tough times he was always backing me up. I appreciated that." Any preference? Similarly to Lallana, Lovren has had to deal with tough circumstances whilst under Klopp, but the German's almost paternal instincts as manager have proved essential in his resurgence and run to the World Cup final with his country. Pochettino's season with Lovren provided little drama as he formed a decent partnership with Jose Font. The background: Nathaniel Clyne has struggled with injuries in the last year, making only 3 league appearances in the 2017-2018 season. Making his name at Crystal Palace, Clyne moved to Southampton in 2012 with Pochettino joining the club as manager the year after. What they said, like Lallana and Lovren, Clyne has also commended the Argentine for his managerial style, admitting that he had improved significantly under his leadership. "For me personally, it took my game to another level. It would be a real shame if we were to lose him," Clyne said. "He has been so different to any other manager. He planted it into our heads that even if we were up against bigger teams and bigger players, we could compete at the same level as them." Under Klopp at Liverpool, Clyne has been praised multiple times by the German for his natural ability after showing minimal signs of rust despite being out for 9 months. Clyne obviously missed football, Klopp said. He loves it. It was a long time, it's crazy how long it was and nobody could have imagined that. Klopp went on to say he felt the club is now in a comfortable situation now that the Englishman is back in the fray. Any preference? Klein clearly remembers his time with Pochettino fondly, and despite not noticeably building the same kind of relationship with Klopp, he has been given a chance to fight with Trent Alexander-Arnold for his place. The background: current Barcelona midfielder Philippe Coutinho has also had spells with both Klopp and Pochettino. The Brazilian signed for Liverpool from Inter Milan for £8.5 million, but during his time at the Italian club Coutinho spent a season out on loan with Espanyol, then managed by a young Pochettino. What they said: former Espanyol player Jurgen Klopp believes that Coutinho owes a lot of his success to Pochettino, as the Argentine fully supported the young Brazilian despite Coutinho not yet being the finished article. Even if you are very young, he will back you if you share his passion, Klopp said. I am sure Coutinho got the message, because Pochettino supported him all the time. Even when there were matches where Coutinho didn't perform the way we wanted, he had continuity. Sometimes there are trainers that don't defend young players, but Pochettino defended Coutinho. The 26-year-old's career started to really take off once he joined Liverpool. After over 200 games for the Reds, Coutinho had put himself in a position where the biggest clubs in Europe were after his signature. This eventually came to fruition when Barcelona swooped in and made a £142 million bid. Although Coutinho's relationship with Klopp seemed solid during his time at the club, the German was clearly disappointed with Coutinho's timing of his departure. Players will come and players will go, that is football, but as a club we are big enough and strong enough to continue with our aggressive progression on the pitch, even when we lose an important player, Klopp said. It is his, Coutinho's, dream, and I am now convinced there is nothing left at our disposal to change his mind. Any preference? The January move clearly left a sour taste in Klopp's and possibly did tarnish their relationship with Coutinho's dream of becoming Barcelona player, in the end, threatening to affect his performances on the pitch for the Merseyside club.